Hey everyone, John here, staff engineer with 10 plus years of experience, lead maintainer of Latterly.io. Latterly is an open source educational platform for software engineers, helps you learn to code and land your first or next programming role. We are currently working on Google Social Sign-In. So this is part 3 of the stream. And Google Social Sign-In was frictionful with Blitz.js, which was the higher order framework that Latterly is using in production and was using on our feature branch, but now we're converting to T3 stack. So here's the pull request. It's a work in progress associated to this GitHub issue. And localhost is right here. So let's get into the code. So the current state of the code is that we are working on a custom adapter, which will enable Latterly to utilize Blitz authentication sessions or next auth authentication sessions. This is useful to facilitate migration into the T3 stack. So it will be a temporary custom adapter. So I call it the Latterly migration adapter. And it wraps the Prisma adapter so that whenever we are done migrating, we will restore the adapter state to just use the Prisma adapter, which is the normal way that T3 does it. So I'm looking for Prisma adapter. Yeah, okay. So I'm not wrapping the Prisma adapter, I am substituting the Prisma adapter. All right, and here is the auth.ts file, which is how the adapter is connected. And it slots right into this adapter line. If I undo this line, you can see that there is a Prisma adapter, which is the normal way that T3 would do this. And more or less, it works the same way. You would just have a Prisma adapter here. But for the time being, I will have the custom adapter here. So let's revert the changes that I did right there for sort of like demonstration purposes. So this is connected properly, and this custom adapter is a work in progress. So we've made substantial progress, but you can see along the right hand, the linter is complaining about a few things. So we have to fix those. That's what we're doing currently. Welcome, Alex. If that was clear, give the video a tap, give it some likes for the algorithm to send it around. If that wasn't quite clear, drop a comment with the questions and I can help add context into what we're doing currently. For now, I'll assume that that was clear enough and we will continue with the implementation. So the way to address this is pretty straightforward. I can just ask Claude. I can just ask Claude. So here, Command AC, I'm going to say, consider the below custom adapter for next auth, which is being used to allow dual support of blitz.js auth sessions alongside next auth sessions as I migrate from blitz.js to the T3 stack in my next.js and TypeScript application. I will provide some error text and ask you to help fix the errors one at a time. Annotating the TypeScript. Oh, it's going to attach it as a file. So instead of the below, I will say the attached custom adapter file. And then I'll go ahead and give it some error text. I will also say, let me know if you would like to view the Prisma schema as well. Thanks for the follow. Boom, Claude is able to synthesize the component code, the error text, and propose a solution very quickly. And so what is the explanation here? It says the error is occurring because the Prisma account delete operation doesn't match what NextAuth expects. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Quieted the linter. It quieted the linter, so we'll hold on to that. Let me go ahead and stage that. So this is feet, custom adapter with, and then I will say including unlink account. The Husky hook is complaining, and you may notice along the left-hand side, there's 2 commits already. The migration adapter was initialized, and then I fixed some others, including the link account. So I've been working on this a little bit. This state of the code was not the initial draft from language models. It was dirtier than this. Just a heads up, in case you try to create a custom adapter and you have like a lot more errors, yeah, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Joe, thanks for sharing the live. Okay, so here I'm going to commit -m. I'm going to paste the message that I used in the upper left of the window, and then I'm going to no verify it so that we skip Husky hooks. The Husky hook problem is coming from Blitz.js. So the Blitz.js Husky hook is complaining about T3. And I haven't bothered to sync any time. And well, I have sunk some time. I time boxed and I wasn't able to resolve it within a time box. So I have been no verifying it for now. And before I merge the PR, I'll decide whether I want to like sort of permanently delete the Blitz.js Husky or what do I want to do. It's really just running prettier. It's just running prettier. So the cost of deleting it seems low to me. All right, something I'll be thinking about in the background. For now, let's go fix this ID issue. String is not assignable to number. So the ID is a string, if I'm not mistaken, within NextAuth, but in my schema, it's supposed to be a number. So let's copy that. I'll say and fix the other ID type issues, which similarly exist. So it just rewrote the whole file. So I will command AVS to overwrite and save, and we'll look at this diff here. So we're parsing int. And it looks like it quieted a bunch of the errors, not quite all of them. But if I undo this, Command Z, Command S, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before, and there are 3 after. Okay, so 2 of them, basically. The user ID might be null. Okay. Fix that one manually real quick, okay? So now there's only 2 remaining. What's the complaint over here? Seems like the case that the user might be null. Yeah. So if the user is null, let's go get session and user. That one I can handle again manually. I think we just want to throw like an authentication error if the user is null. So here's the result. We're finding the session, and that result could be null, right? So we're testing whether result is null, but it's not testing whether the result exists and the user is null. So let's do this. Result and a user. The result and the user. Is that a diff option in VS Code? Yeah, it's the built-in actually. If you have the latest version of VS Code, if you just go to the source control tab and tap on the changed file, it will bring up this built-in diff UI. Okay. And then what about this data over here? Ultimately, it is upset about the name variable. I think, let me check the schema. I'm not sure if name is nullable. I think it should be, yeah? Let's see. So here's the user model. And name defaults to the empty string. So it's not nullable. Okay, so we can use a safe operator to cast into an empty string. So data may have a name property. That's right. Messin, thanks for the follow. Okay, so I need to do the destructuring operation. Need to do the destructuring operation. Let's see. So this thing that I did down here, I believe should go inside of a destructured object. Nope, didn't like that. Okay. Getting used to my new keyboard here. So in this case, it's mad because it doesn't have data, right? So, the value of data, if data includes a name, is just data. But if it does not include a name, we'll cast the name to an empty string, or we'll assign the name to an empty string. Somehow this is still not satisfying the type checker. Okay, let's do this. I'll call this massaged. Let's use the proper type name. What is the proper type name going to be? String field update operations. Nope. User select. This will be like user update input. That's what we're dealing with here. Okay. Okay, so now the update statement is happy enough, and we have quarantined the problem over here. Sophia, thanks for the follow. All right, so it's mad about this. It's not trusting. It still thinks that name might have a null or undefined value. Maybe I can pull it out. So here I'll have the name and the other data. All right, so I pull it out, right? And I'll call this name as maybe name. All right, so here's maybe name. So I've extracted the problematic bit, and then this is a partial over here. So data now I can rewrite this as data, and the name is maybe name or undefined. Okay, I was going to do an empty string there. Yeah. Okay, I think that's a relatively clean way to do it. What do you think? It's not necessary to destructure it like that, actually. So I can just say maybe name is data.name. And that's even simpler. Okay, cool. So we pull out the bit, which is like maybe a problem. and then we use the nullish coalescing operator to ensure that it has this acceptable type. And then we pass it in. All right. More, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I think that's a pretty clean solution. Chat, let me know what you think. And now we have satisfied all the complaints on this file. So I'm going to Command-Shift-P. I'm going to sort my imports. Okay, no, they're already sorted. That's great. Now I'm going to stage this. And this will be fix custom adapter lint issues. Really type errors. Type errors. Right, and okay. So now that we've done this, let's take another second and see if we can make Husky chill out. I just picture like this angry dog. Blitz app node modules prettier third party. So why is prettier running this one in particular? So we have this top level package JSON. Here is the Husky. So it will CD into the Blitz app and run that one. So my Husky hook is specifically running changed files in the Blitz app. Well, there are none. So let me run this git diff thing over here. Yeah, so this is not a good way to run the git diff. I could use a pipe grep to ensure that it includes Blitz app. It's one thing that I could do. What if I just run pretty quick and I don't run the git diff at all? Okay, that also triggers this. Okay. I could consider installing Prettier at the top level. Let's see if that helps. Right. Okay, because I have Tailwind. Well, I have Tailwind in both repos. So do I want to basically move all of my Prettier configuration files to the top of my monorepo? I really don't. Do you need to just do it as import instead of a .require? Maybe. Let's see if I can do this as a CJS. Unexpected token export. Let's try it as an MJS. It's mad about that too. Let's try it as a TS. That worked. That worked. I think that's going to be the most straightforward solution here. So here I'll grab this config type right here and import plugin options. Danny, what's up? What's up? Thought I was already following you. Might be. No worries, dude. Thanks for being here. So let's specify the type, and then I'll delete the kind of the JavaScript type hint that's there. Oop. Change spelling to gain options. What? Wifey is going to Target, y'all. All right. This is not the thing that I want. Let me try the explicit import, where I'm like, nah, bro. Like, I really want this one. Really, really want this specific one. All right. I might hate my new keyboard. Or I just have a skill issue and I need to get used to it. Probably that, right? It's because it has a Windows key on it. String is not assignable over here. Yeah, I don't care about this. This part I don't care about. Okay, so we will drop the type here. I don't know why that type is considered inaccurate. I don't know if the JavaScript type hint was already off or it's like a version change, like type difference, whatever. It's not worth the headache. So, but TypeScripting it was pretty cool. Okay, so here I'm going to cd into the latterly.io folder and confirm that it works. It works. What are some good projects to learn JavaScript and HTML? Go to the Latterly website, sign up for free, and go to the standard checklist. Look for item 3, where we will introduce the big 4 projects. It's basically blogs. Just do some blogs. Best first coding language to learn and where? If your goal is to land a job, you want to learn HTML, then CSS, then JavaScript. And here are a few good places to learn them. 1 would be university. 2 would be a high-quality coding bootcamp, not a random one. Emphasis on high quality. Check out Latterly. We teach you how to select a high-quality bootcamp. And the 3rd is that you can just pull up to Latterly and get your feet wet for free over there. You can do free code camp. It's probably not going to get you a job. Less than 5% of people are going to complete a MOOC and get a job out of that. But it's still a good way to intro. And when you do go to a coding bootcamp, they actually expect you to have some level of fluency before you even go to the bootcamp. So that is something free code camp is really good for, is to actually get you ready for a boot camp. And Latterly can also do that. So Latterly is not a boot camp, but we can help you prep for one. Laterally, question mark, learn HTML before Python? Absolutely yes. Going to be a lot easier to get the basics of HTML. You can do the basics of HTML in like a day or two. Python's going to take you a lot longer. And you're going to have fewer job options as a software engineer. So, yeah. Come here, Sam. My kid who's supposed to be napping is yelling that there's no toilet paper. Why? Okay. Do you need me to go up there? Yeah. Okay. All right, gang. Talk to you later. I have to go help my kid.